Boom! Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 6 of the 2024 Challenge. Dr. V here. I am going to go live every single day in the month of January to help you kick off your 2024 New Year's. What you will need for this, there's some few little daily challenges. If you do them, they're no big deal. They aren't gonna hurt you. You do need a journal. Here's my new journal, Curves to Confidence 12-week daily weight loss journal. You can pick these up on my Amazon page. I also have 4 other journals. One's for dog lovers, cat lovers. They're about $12 each. Check those out. I like this Pomodoro method productivity journal, but you could do something just as simple. Oh, it's not here. Is a piece of paper, or I have my main journal is actually like a $2 journal that I bought at Walmart. If you're watching this on the replay, you can fast forward to the 5-minute mark, and that's usually when I get started. We typically have about 150 people on the live stream, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or something like that. Let me get in some hellos. Lee Shepard was first. Good morning from Santa Monica, 45 degrees. I'm in Houston. It's supposed to get up to 59 degrees and sunshine. I think I will take out the 69 Corvette today. Drive it around. Gina Gillis, good morning. Sue Fortune, what's up, girl? How you been? Sally Meadows, good to see you again. She's from Australia. It's 11 p.m. Alona Owens, good morning. Ashley Kirby, did you see the tribe this morning, Ashley? It was really good talk. Anita Louise, should get back into the tribe, Anita. Martina, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing great. Hey, Sue. Miss you too. Thomas D'Amato, Suzanne Chamut. She's in my tribe. I have a tribe. We call it the tribe. It's my paid group, not really open, but that's okay. So while we're waiting, well, we got 3 minutes. Say some hellos. Do me a favor, hit like and share, tag anyone. We got more people to come in here. That'd be awesome. What am I reading today? Still working on Maximum Achievement by Brian Tracy. So if you like Think and Grow Rich, some people say this is Think and Grow Rich put into like real practice. I mean, you can check that out. It's a really nice book. And then I started on my last plane trip. I started 10X is Easier Than 2X by Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy, who I got this book actually at my mastermind in Dallas, and Dr. Hardy showed up and gave us a small little speech, and I grabbed that book from him. I grabbed the book. So how are y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Today's January 6th, day 6 of 31. And I'm working slowly but surely on putting these up on YouTube. So you'll have these edited down version. Oh God, really? Don't do it. Actually, don't do it. Get on the Amazon influencer. It's more guaranteed money. You can do it if you want. You're going to probably win a little, lose a lot, win a lot, lose a little. Won't be very far. Good morning, Pink Pretty's here. Paul, good morning. Heather, do me a favor. I know I see that it says the Wi-Fi is bad. What's up? Anyone else having bad reception here? So 1 more minute and we'll get started, everybody. Hang on tight. Where is everybody? Denise Montero's back. Yay. All right. In the comment section, real quick, Rosemary, where have you been? Martina, what's going on? Good morning. So put in, it's got to be the StreamYard. It looks like it's bad reception. Yeah. Wow. Am I fuzzy? Damn it. I can't control that. That's going to be StreamYard. As long as you can hear me, it's okay. Put in the comment, and that's why I edit them and upload them to YouTube, so you can get better. It's usually better when I download it. It's just the broadcast. But you hear me well, that's good. That's what matters. Okay, so day 6. What has been your biggest takeaway so far? What has been your biggest takeaway so far? And I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. Put it up on your screen. Okay. Oh, I'm getting clear. So it looks like the little the little icon I was getting about bad reception is gone. So I think it has cleared up. Clearing up. Sweet. Here we go. What has been your biggest takeaway from the last 5 days? We're going to really show you how to get your goals today, okay? Biggest takeaway. And have you told anybody about it? Have you told anyone about this challenge? A view is a view, about being accountable. Okay, Shauna, this is a good one. I have to be more than average. The decision to be more than average. Facebook user, sorry. You got to give StreamYard permission and it will show your name. Gratitude is my biggest takeaway. Love it. Messy hair. Thank you. All right. What's been your biggest takeaway for the last 5 days? Couple more real quick. TNC is watching on YouTube. Good morning to you. Steven says, accountability with food. What's up? Everyone give Stephen Carter Hicks a follow. Are you still performing, singing? Amazing musician, singer, celebrity in the house right there, Mr. Stephen Carter Hicks. You guys give him a follow. Thelma sharing with her son. Thank you. Denise is journaling, and what hit me strong is when you said to listen to what is an opinion. Yeah. You realize that most of your thoughts are opinions. Gina says, do it. Anita Louise, biggest takeaway, gratitude. That's yesterday. Steven's still singing. Ashley hasn't been here consistently, but 3 years, I'm holding myself accountable and clear goals. All right, let's get started. That's a good way to get started, clear goals. Welcome in, everybody. Dr. Vong here, world-famous bariatric surgeon, author of 13 books. I've recently released 5 new journals. This is Curves to Confidence. You can find those on my Amazon page. They're colorful, very nice, good writing. They have motivational quotes right there, and I think you'll love it. Check it out on my Amazon page. For the all month of January, I am going live every single day at this same time to try to help you to set your 2024 in the right direction, right? And I will edit these down, put them up on YouTube for you guys so you get rid of all the hellos. We try to go live for about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer sometimes if I'm on a roll. We've talked about setting goals. We've talked about gratitude journaling. And if you haven't done it already, grab a book, grab a piece of paper, and the sentence that will change your life. Dr. B, I ain't got time to journal. I ain't got, dear diary, Bobby hit me today on the playground. No. Journaling is this simple sentence. It will take you 30 seconds. I am grateful and thankful for blank. I am grateful and thankful for blank. Good morning, Colleen. That's all you have to do. I'm grateful and thankful for blank. And then write in 3 things, 5 things, 10 things. Start with gratitude. Now, what I'd like to do is when we started off 5 days ago, I asked you guys, what are some of your goals for 2024? And I want to pop some of those up in the comments section for you on screen here. So go ahead and take your time, write down, really think about what do you want? What are some of your goals for 2024? And what I'm going to do today is show you guys how you can get those goals. The foundation. You know how they say that every house has to be built on a strong foundation. If you don't have a good foundation here in Houston, for those of you who don't know, Houston's a swamp. And so we have a lot of problems with the land, ground settling, foundations get cracked, that sort of stuff. If you have to have a strong foundation in order to build a nice house. So what I'm going to teach you today is the foundation. If you don't have this, then none of your goals are going to matter. So come on, guys, put in some of your goals for 2024 so I can pop them up on the screen. All right. On YouTube, I'll edit down all of this drinking water shit. But all right, Sally Meadows, my house, tidying up in front of my house, action mode systems. Yep. Gina wants to walk the overnight, 16 miles. That's a big goal. 16 miles is a long ways, man. The marathon is 26 miles, I believe. What are some goals? How come I don't have anything in the comment section? What the hell? Day 6, we're already sucking. Come on. Wake up. Where is everybody? Here we go. Shannon Nicole. Thank you. Oh, nope. Hold on. Shannon Nicole. Bukowski. How did I do? I want to build my emergency fund of $3,000, I assume. I'm not picking on you, Shannon, but there's a block there because you didn't put the dollar sign. Right? I know it could be a typo, but you should think about that. You got to say $3,000, not pesos, not 3,000 likes, not 3,000 subscribers, $3,000. I like this one, Denise. Save at least $100 a month. You and Shannon need to get together and say, okay, let's put the dollar sign in. I'm not picking on y'all. This is really a habit. I had this problem too, y'all. I want y'all to know. I mean, you got to write that dollar sign. Remember the mind. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a chance to redo it. Okay. Finish wrapping Christmas presents. No. Facebook user, get your StreamYard permission and I can call your name. Debt free. Purchase a home. Any home? A shack in the have you been to LA lately, y'all? God, there are these homeless people, homeless towns. They had a big thing in Phoenix where they had to move out a bunch of homeless people. What is your goal weight? Passive income. Started a career, health, body, and spine. Thank you for understanding. Okay, financial goal is to make what I earn annually into monthly income. You learned that on what day was that? Day 2? That's right. How about that for a financial goal? Make what I earn annually into a monthly income, which would be even better if one, Anita, you decide, is that your gross or your net? That's number one. Is it my take home? So let's say you're the average American is $52,000 a year, but let's say fucking FICA takes out. You actually take home $36,000 a year, so that's $3,000 a month. So are you gonna say I want to turn my $52,000 annual income to my monthly income, or do you want to say I want to turn my $36,000 take home annual income to my monthly income? You see how that's different, right? Okay. Karen Williams, love you, sister. How you been? Get more motivation and energy. Write this down, Karen. You don't get motivation. You don't get energy. You are an energy factory. Am I right, Phil? You actually release energy. You don't need more energy. You are already, the fact that you are alive. Listen to me. Stop what you're doing. This is really important. The fact that you are alive, the process of living, the process of watching me, of talking, of breathing, of like breathing in, breathing out, means you are actively producing energy. You don't need more motivation or energy. You just have to learn to release it. Paul, go from walking to jogging, enter 1K up to 5K by year end, swim and bike. Why year end, Paul? Why year end? 5K is 2.5 miles. You could probably walk at that now if you want. Shannon came back strong. I want to build my emergency fund of $3,000. All right, Facebook user. Going through every single thing in my house and purge, sell, gift, save more money. How much money do you want to save? Here's a quarter. I grew up in East Texas, so people are surprised when I know country music. Who remembers Travis Tritt? Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. All right, so I want to get my backup fund back up to 20,000 Australian dollars. Now that's nice. That's nice. Now this is important, okay? Because Thelma's in my private group. Are you guys liking this, or do you want me to get on to the lesson? I don't know. Thelma is a weight loss surgery patient. Can I say that? I think you've said that publicly. So, and she's also a stroke survivor, and she just had skin removal surgery. So these are amazing goals. Being more active, but what does that mean? Walk more. How much more? Build more muscle, and maintain my weight loss, my weight goal. Maintain my weight. Those are getting good. Those are good. Martina, ride my bike and leave my car in garage more. What is more? One more time for the whole 365 years? Every day? You want to ride your bike every day? Okay, people are catching on. Lakeisha says save $5,000. Like, I don't want Dr. V to yell at me. I don't want Dr. V to yell at me. Save $5,000 by December 31st without touching it. Lakeisha, I think what you mean is without spending it. Am I right, Lakeisha? If I had $5,000, I would touch it all day long. I would rub it. I would probably roll in it naked. It'd be nice. Denise, save at least $100 a month. Thanks for the info, Dr. V. Okay. Finish decluttering. Start green smoothies. You know it, man. January is going to go by. Glad to see you back, Judy. All right. Helen Cockery. What's up, Helen? I do remember my lovely Helen from Australia. Get healthier. Pay more money off our mortgage. Okay, takeaway next one. Everybody has health. If you are breathing and watching me right now, you have health. It might not be good health, right? So average people say they want to get healthier, and I know Helen, and Helen is way above average. Okay, Helen Cockery. So you know better than that. What do you mean by healthier? Off blood pressure medicines, off diabetes medicines. Somebody the other day said, I want to walk without a cane. That is definitely healthier. Someone earlier said, I want to run a 1K to a 5K. Those are good stuff. John Harper, working as lifeguard in Austin, Texas, starting June 1st at 55 years old. Man, we love Austin. Thought about going there. Sean, I like it. Pay off credit card debt by selling all my decluttering stuff. Beware my health and diet. You know what? Like, I can show you all that decluttering. We're going to talk about minimalism. Travis Drift. Okay, this is it. All right, let's see. Thomas, weight loss, vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery 4 years ago, still down 150 pounds, but recently regained 10 pounds due to quitting alcohol. No, not due to quitting alcohol, Thomas. Congratulations on your weight loss and keeping it off for 4 years. But what is the right answer of why you recently gained for alcohol? Yes, I think you're right, Sally. I think she is a Kiwi. But she's from down under. It's all the same to us Americans. You're right. I mean, by making better choices daily. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm waiting for Thomas. Who knows the right answer of why Thomas regained 10 pounds recently? Not because he quit drinking alcohol. Alcohol is empty calories. I know. All right, let's get on to this. We are 19 minutes in and Dr. V still slinging shit. What's the title of today's talk? How to achieve your goals. Everything needs to be built on making the wrong choices. What type of wrong choices? Sleeping with a woman who's not his wife? I don't know if you're married. I was just making that up. You know, he looked clean. She looked clean. Dr. V's on a roll this morning. I'm going to try crystal meth one time just to see what it's like. What type of wrong choices are we talking about? Do I really have to pay taxes? I can get away with it. What is the real thinking? Oh, Phil, I like this. $30,000 per month. 20 coaches to our team. 200 subscribers to YouTube. You are the best newsletter service. 200 seems low. You're making 30,000. You want to try to make 30,000 a month, but only 200 subscribers? That seems a little low. If he's working out, he's gained some muscle. Nope. That's a lie. That's a lie, Lakeisha. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Phil's watching. That's all that matters. I'm kidding. Thank you guys for being on. Let's talk about how to achieve your goals. Okay. In my private group for this morning and for the next couple of days, we are setting a Bob Proctor video. Here's tip number 1. I'm going to write this down. Hold on. I write in all caps, so everyone stands up. Okay. Okay. Tip number 1 is this on how to achieve your goal. Okay. Your mind, what you are thinking in your mind, shows up in your body. If you see somebody with 6-pack abs and, pecs, and the chick has guns and flexes her quads, in their mind, they say things like, I've got to go to the gym today. I don't feel right if I don't wake up at 5 and get in my workout before my meeting. They are saying, I need to meal prep. They are saying things like, I've got to get in cardio. These are the thoughts that go through the mind of someone who's got 6-pack abs. Am I right? I better, I know I really want some chocolate. Or, no, I can't have that. I'm fasting until I'm doing a 24-hour fast. You see what I'm saying? The mind shows up on the flip side. And I'm going to pick on dad bods because I have a dad bod. If you see a guy who's got this kind of beer belly, he's got this this is like a new thing. I don't know. I don't understand this. They have these long, black, salt and pepper beards and a beer belly. And you say, how old are you, dude? And he goes, I'm 35. I'm 32. And you're like, what the fuck? How are you 32 and I'm 51? In their mind, they are thinking, I need to crush this level before I prioritize crushing this level over going to the gym. I am a beer connoisseur. I like my micro brews more than he's reading Maximum Achievement by Brian Tracy to how to crush my goals and make more sales so I can save my $3,000 emergency fund. Am I right? They can tell you about, their fantasy football team, who's starting for the Steelers, why, Aaron Rodgers is a freak, why Taylor Swift is a curse to the Chiefs. But they don't know the first thing about how to achieve their goals. And then you say, how you doing? And they'll say, I'm all right. I'm doing better than most. Kind of stressed out, but it's all right. Like, what's going on? Like, well, we had bought a lot of stuff for Christmas. I don't know how we're going to pay for all this shit. I said, well, why don't you make more money? Why don't you join my MLM? Why don't you join, take this network marketing and learn and sell some dildos with me? And he'll say, money doesn't make you happy. Well, clearly, because you're not very happy. How, the funny joke is like, people say money doesn't make you happy. Well, I want to figure it out for myself. How about you give me your money and let me figure out whether or not it makes me happy or not. Or some people say, money doesn't make you happy. You say, well, you're not shopping in the right place. Right? You don't know how to spend it. Amari, if you ever get a beer belly, I will. Everyone give my girl Amari there a follow. If you need, Amari, can you do something about my eyebrows? She does the most amazing eyebrows. In fact, if you live in New Mexico and you want to give a gift for a mother, sister, or friend, she does amazing eyebrows. You should check her out. So The mind shows up in the body. Tip number 2, Bob Proctor says, mind shows up in body. Here comes. Write this down. Mind shows up in body, which equals results. The mind shows up in the body, which equals results. I was telling my my private group this morning. I said, when I was in med school, I was on the psychiatry rotation as a med student. And I happened to be on ER call that night. And the psychiatry resident calls me and says, hey, we have a consult. So I can show up at the ER. And there's this woman, at the time, I'm probably 24 years old, 25 years old. And she was in her early 30s, thin, pretty. And she's wearing one of these baby doll dresses. The baby doll nightgowns that's kind of like flowing, like something that Faye Dunaway would wear, or one of the old school actresses would wear. And she's pacing back and forth in the emergency like holding bay with the curtain. It's not a big room; it's just a little curtain. And she's carrying a teddy bear, a stuffed animal, a little teddy bear. And the psychiatry resident looks at me and says, "You see that?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, the psychiatry resident says, "That is classic borderline personality disorder." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Classic." And I wrote it down. I said, thin, attractive. Like, what is it? What, 30-year-old woman. And she goes, if there's a 30-year-old woman with a stuffed animal, that's classic borderline disorder, personality disorder. Something happened in their childhood, etc. So now you see that is an example of the mind. What she's thinking shows up in her body. Because someone who has borderline personality, now you can be overweight also, but typically they're thinner, more attractive, because something has happened in their childhood that they kind of like focus on. So they're not really like as focused on junk food. Like you can have an obese person who has borderline personality disorder, but there's going to be another layered diagnosis over that, whether it's psych meds or something like that. But you get that, if all things being equal, you get the idea, right? And so you can see how her thought processes show up in her body. Maybe she's bounced around relationship after relationship, can't get, in a relationship. It's a very adolescent mindset, because somewhere in their childhood, they've been injured, hurt. And so they kind of retain that kind of, I don't mean it demeaningly, but like infantile, like a scared little child mindset, hence the teddy bear, right? Hence the stuffed animal. So mind shows up in the body, and that gives you the results of your life. So maybe she can't have a stable relationship. She has trouble with friendships. She doesn't really have many close friends. I say she because typically it's a female. But let's move on. Let's say this is you. So I want you to do is look around your environment. Do you like it? And maybe you're doing good. Maybe you have a nice house and a good marriage and you like your career. Talked about this yesterday, but you probably want more. Or are you living where you want to live? You might be like, no, I'm in this shitty apartment, or I'm in this house that's only a 2-bedroom because that's all I can afford. Dr. V, I live in San Francisco. Housing is ridiculous. Fucking move. Do you drive the car you want to drive? Oh, it'd be nice to have a 69 Corvette like Dr. V. Piece of shit, like it's always breaking down. I love that Corvette. Or do you have duct tape on your bumper? I was talking there earlier. You guys always know that car, and it's usually like a Honda Accord. that has the passenger window. Usually, I don't know why the back passenger window's blown out, and they've got the black trash bag over it, and it's duct taped over the over the window. That's results. Do you keep getting passed up for promotion? That's results. Do you keep playing with the same 10, 20 pounds? Back you yo-yo diet up and down 10, 20 pounds? That's the results. That's your life. Backtrack. You have those results because of your body. Now, what do you mean by that, Dr. E? Because of how you carry your body. Also, I used to present on this. They've done studies on this. Obese people. Stanford did publish a study that shows obese people get paid less to do the same job as their thinner counterparts. They get passed up for promotions more than their thin counterparts, and they get hired less likely to get hired due to their obesity than their thinner counterparts. Listen, you cannot do that to a black person. You cannot do that to a gay person. You cannot deny somebody promotion because they are gay. That's against the law. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you want to call it woke or not, it's against the fucking law. But you can do that to an obese person. I often said in my presentations that obesity is the last form of acceptable prejudice in the world. Obesity is the last form of acceptable prejudice in the world. And Thomas admits it. He's eating too much ice cream. That's right. So you have these results because of how your body, you're not getting the promotion, you're getting paid less to the same amount of work, right? But then that's also attitude. You have lower energy. You don't know how to nurture relationships. You all have friends who show up late. They're late to the interview and they wonder why they don't get hired. They have relationship issues. They can't get along with other coworkers. They undermine the boss. They talk bad about the company. Dude, that's body. And it shows up with bags under the eyes, shows up with I don't give a fuck attitude. And then you backtrack that to the mind. You look that way, you talk that way, you act that way because of the thoughts going in your fucking head. Can I have an amen here? Now, the challenge a couple days ago was for you to sit there and pay attention to the thoughts you were thinking and how many of them were not just negative, but toxic. Toxic. Like toxic about you, how you look, like, oh my God, these jeans make me look fat. Or, oh my God, like America is going to hell in a handbasket. Like, dude, you live in the best fucking country in the world, America. Like, are you kidding me? They're not just negative, Karen. Denise, they are toxic towards you, your husband, your significant, your children, your teenagers. So on one side, I have people who say, "Oh, I love my kids. I would do everything for my kids." Why are you overweight? I'm stressed out. What stresses you out? My fucking kids. Get rid of them. I can't do that. I love them. They're my whole world. My ex relationship, my whole world, my everything. Then why are they your ex? See, people are very confused. So write this down. Confused thinking. Also known as stinking thinking. See what I'm saying? So that's why you have the foundation to getting your goals is to start with the mind. So tip number, what am I on? 3? Success, because that's what we're talking about, is 95% Write this down, y'all. Are these good? Success is 95% mindset, y'all, and only 5% tactics. I asked you, what are your goals for 2024? Save $3,000 in my emergency fund, grow my business to $30,000 a month. Well, if you want that, if you want to run the 5K, it's 95% mindset. It's David Goggins. It's only 5% tactics. So all you mofos who yell at me and say, Dr. V, it's all about meal prepping. Every Sunday I meal prep for my meals, my lunch for the week, so I don't have to think about it. Well, if you fucking want to eat chicken breast and broccoli and rice every fucking day for 5 days, go ahead. But that, my friend, is just a tactic. That's 5%. It's mindset. 95% is mindset. I am going to put my mind on it and I will do or die. There is no telling me no. This will not stop. I just need to take my gym clothes with me to work so that way I can just go to the gym right after work. But you don't go. Do you know why? Because that's just a tactic. How do you get more passion in your marriage? Well, I text my husband every single day. I love him. So how's that working out for you? You text him, I love you, honey. He walks in the door and you say, where have you been? You're late. Oh, I had a drink with the boys after work. They're talking about this. Bam! You get hit with the frying pan over the head. Which, by the way, talking about mindset, when I was growing up watching cartoons, I really thought it was okay to hit somebody over the head with a frying pan. Do not do that. It's really bad. You end up in the emergency room if that happens. Dallas, how you been? I learned so much about mindset in your classes. Miss you, Dallas. Only reason why I'm still in it to win it 8 years later. Yep. Mindset. Success is 95% mindset and only 5% tactics. So if you want to achieve your goals for 2024, what do you have to do? Write it down. Write it down in the comment section. Mindset. You gotta focus on the mindset. Okay. Now, okay, Dr. V, I get it, Dr. V. My private group is currently closed and it's a paid group. And most people, when they see the price, they go, oh, hell no. Mindset. Thomas, I don't know you, but I love you, man. Ice cream is a mindset, brother. It's a mindset, I promise. All right. So how do these thoughts get in my fucking head, Dr. V? All right. So let me tell you how these thoughts get in your head. You have 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. Sight, you're watching the news and you think that Biden's too old. You think that Trump is evil. You think that the economy is going to shit. You think that we have too much gun violence. You think that, EV is a scam. Electric vehicles are a scam. So you see the news, you read Cosmopolitan magazine, you think you're supposed to be this way thin. You think these people like this $10,000 watch is going to make you happy. This Ferrari is going to make you happy. And you are less than. Write that down. I am less than because I'm not the Vanderpumps. Never watched. I'm saying shit I know nothing about. I have no clue who the Vanderpumps are. Keeping up with the Kardashians, baby. So you have your eyesight, you have hearing, you in your memory, you hear your mom and your dad fighting, and somehow you think this is how couples talk to each other. This is how mom and dads talk to each other. It's like the one who yells the loudest wins. You go to Sunday school and you hear church and you hear the preacher saying certain things because you're a Methodist, or I grew up a Southern Baptist. And I'm not allowed to dance. Southern Baptists don't believe in drinking and dancing. And you go to Pentecostal and they they love to drink. You go to, Erica's Catholic, and she can't wait to get me on the dance floor. So you hear things, your counselor saying you're not smart enough to get into Harvard, you're not good enough to become a doctor, you should just get a trade job. You hear person on television, so you hear things, you smell things. I did this in my private group this morning. I'll do it again. Most of us, when we smell poop, we're like, ooh, poop. No, but there are some people who love the smell of poop. They love the smell of poop so much, they want you to poop on them. This is the stuff you have to take care of when you're in medicine. Not only are there people who want you to poop on them, there are people who want you to poop in their mouths. Now you're like, Dr. V, that's gross. There are people out there who want you to pee in their mouths. Not for me, but to each his own. I honestly don't care. Now you guys are sitting there going, like, Dr. V's off his rockers. But that's why you got to share this video, because it's funny shit. So that's taste. I guess technically I covered smell and taste all in one. So Barry, don't act like you don't even know what I'm talking about, bro. Come on, Bear. Sometimes you taste broccoli and you love it. Other times you taste broccoli and you hate it because somewhere in the deep recess of your mind, your grandmother said you are not leaving this table until you finish all your broccoli. Am I right? So how do these thoughts in your head get in your head? You have the five senses: sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Touch, man, I'm telling you. First time I touched a boobie, I was like, that's for me, man. Like, I like that. It was all over after that. I was like, I am a homegrown heterosexual. So you got touch. You can let your mind go wherever it wants to go. I'll give you another one. The first time I put my hand in the earth when I'm gardening, I was like, oh, I am home. First time I put my hand in some dark, rich soil, I was like, oh, and my fingernails, underneath my fingernails were covered in soil and humus. I was like, yes, this is where I belong, in the garden. And Bob Proctor said, those are how these thoughts get in our mind. That's our conscious mind. Problem is we have this subconscious mind, and we're not even near being close. Done, by the way. Our subconscious mind is controlled by what he calls paradigms. Paradigms are patterns of thinking, patterns of thoughts. This is why I was sitting there telling you, think about your negative thoughts. The problem with paradigms is you don't know you're having these thoughts. So even when you're actively looking for them, you're still having thoughts that you're not aware you're having thoughts about. The things you don't know, you don't know. So paradigms are in your subconscious mind that are thought patterns that control your habitual behavior. And problem is most of our behavior is habitual, which means that most of your thoughts are unconscious and your paradigms are what's really controlling your life. And so if you want your life to change, because thoughts equals body equals results, you want the results to fucking change, you got to change these thoughts. But how the fuck do you change thoughts and you don't know you're having these thoughts? You see the dilemma? These are the paradigms. So Bob Proctor says, this is how you do it. Y'all paying attention? Stop what you're doing. This is very important. He said, we have higher faculties. And the second he says faculties, you kind of like, I'll break it down to you this way. Animals have intuition. Have you ever given an animal like some food, thrown them raw chicken? They smell it. They know it's food. They eat it. You give a dog broccoli. They smell it. They don't eat it. They're hungry. They go hunting. They hear something. They know it's bigger than them. They get scared. They run away. Intuition. It's perfect in animals. In humans, we've lost most of our intuition. Instead, we've been replaced with higher faculties. And these higher faculties are perception, write these down, will, reasoning, memory, hold on, I'm forgetting him. I'll get him for you in just a second. Hold on, let me pull it back up. Hold on. How embarrassing. I forgot. See, my memory is slipping, man. Here we go. I'll get it for you here. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay. I missed it. Okay, here it is. Perception, will, imagination, memory, intuition, and reason. I knew I forgot one. Perception, will, imagination, memory, losing it, intuition, and perception. That has replaced our instincts. Now, here's the key. These higher faculties are in our conscious mind, not our subconscious mind. So you, mofo, have access to these modalities, these higher faculties. You have access to perception, will, memory, reasoning. Why do I always want to say logic? It's not logic. Intuition, memory, imagination. Oh, imagination. Imagination is a big one. You have access to it. Okay, but here's the problem. I'll give you an example. Perception. If you still think that one man or one woman control the price of gas, your life will continue to suck. One man, whether it's a Republican or Democrat, does not fucking control the price of gas. Yet people argue about that all the time. And they talk about that's why we got to get rid of the blue. That's why we got to get rid of the red. Like, dude, oil is a global commodity. There's a war in Russia and the Chinese are buying Russian oil. There are tankers. There's, the United Arab Emirates, they're about to run out of oil. There is Venezuela. It's not one man or woman. And you keep arguing about this. And as long as you keep arguing about this, you are going to suffer. Let me give you a bonus tip. If you have a friend, a loved one, a father-in-law, an Uncle Billy, who keeps blaming the price of gas as a reason to get rid of the president or new president or the old president, blah, 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 stop talking to them. Their perception about how the world really works is so wrong. So we have to improve our perception. We have to strengthen our will. Here's my goal. This is what I want. I will not stop. My imagination. What if I moved across the state? Fuck it. What if I moved across the country? Fuck it. What if I moved to Portugal? I left the country altogether. Memory. What if I go back to college? What if I change careers altogether? Memory. You can have 3 siblings. One thinks they had a shitty childhood. One thinks they had the most amazing childhood. One could care less about their childhood. Intuition. My gut instinct. Why are you ignoring it? Some people have horrible intuition. They don't practice it. And reasoning. Have you ever talked to somebody who says one thing and somehow deduce something that's completely illogical, that has nothing to do with their argument? And you get so frustrated with them. Am I right? Where are my comments? I've lost all my comments. Is this so amazing that you don't know your comments? Like you guys are like spellbound? So you have these higher faculties. And here is how you change your paradigms. Tip number next one. What are we on? 5? Use your higher faculties to change. If I have typos, I'm sorry. Here's what you want to do, okay? You want to use your higher faculties to change those paradigms. And remember, you are unaware of these paradigms. You are unaware of these paradigms. You don't know you have them. You don't know you have these thoughts. But you are aware of your perceptions. You are aware of your memory and your reasoning and your imagination and your willpower. I am going to get up and go to the gym and run. I am going to try a new recipe. I am going to try a green smoothie. Why you won't try a green smoothie, you don't know, because it's a hidden paradigm. But if you use your imagination and you sit there and go, what could I put into this green smoothie that would make it taste so delicious that Dr. V like? Then eventually you'll replace those paradigms. Does this make sense? This is the only way to change your paradigms. And there is no effing point to setting goals if you don't do this foundational stuff. You will not achieve your goals. You will not make any money. As much as you, Dr. V, I really need to save money. I don't care. As long as you keep thinking, oh, money doesn't make you happy, where the fuck did that paradigm come from? You will not ever make more money. Can I have an aha there? As long as you keep saying money doesn't grow on trees, you will not save your $3,000. Because somewhere in your childhood, something you heard, something you saw, made you have this paradigm that says, that's good for you, Dr. V, but it's not possible for me. I grew up poor. I grew up abused. I grew up made fun of. I grew up fat. I grew up whatever. Okay. You keep arguing for that life. I learned this thing when I was doing a network marketing, which I don't do anymore, by the way. So don't ask me to join your lotions and potions and candles and creams and shit. I don't need any more oils. But a tip I heard was like, hey, just try it. And if you don't like it, I'll refund your misery. And I was like, that's pretty good. Hey, just try this oil, lotion, potion, this diamond-studded dildo. And if you don't like it, I'll refund your misery. Because why are you talking to me? Why are you watching this live? Why are you watching this video? It's because you want your life to change. Why did you have weight loss surgery? I tell my patients, why do you have weight loss surgery? And they say, I want to be around for my grandbabies. I go, wrong! What? I want to be healthier. Wrong! What? The only answer to why you had weight loss surgery, why you're trying to join the gym, why are you trying to save money is this. Because you want your life to change, mofo. So how's that working for you? Packing my gym bag. Oh, man, I forgot my gym bag at home. Oh, man, I was in such a rush this morning. I forgot that meal prep that I had worked so hard Sunday evening to prep my whole meal for the week, and then I just forgot it. I can't believe it. I just forgot it. Did you? Or is that an unconscious paradigm you don't realize is running inside your head that you're not aware of? That, oops, I forgot it. So how about you try my way? Your way's not working. Otherwise, you'd be leading the class. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm not bragging. Just saying. Just saying. You got to use these higher faculties to change the paradigms. That's how you achieve your goals. You know, challenge number 1 was to get crystal clear about your goals. What is it you really want? And then day 2, I said, ask your friends and family, what are their goals? And most of y'all said, dude, like they don't have goals. Or and if they do, they have fuzzy goals. And if their goals are not fuzzy, they don't have any way of achieving it. There is no way. Comment, actually, if you're wanting to comment. Do you live paycheck to paycheck? Yes, Dr. V, I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm barely getting by. How much do you have in the bank? I got $100. What's your goal? I'm going to say $5,000 this year. Okay. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, how are you going to save $5,000 a year? How are you going to come up with an extra $250 a month? And you're unwilling to sell diamond-studded dildos. You're unwilling to try your friend's brownies. You're unwilling to pay, $10, $5 for a used copy. You're unwilling to go to the library and pick up this book for free. You're unwilling to go get a $2 journal from Walmart, much less my $12 journal from Amazon. Your life won't change because your life is controlled by these paradigms that you are not aware of. Does this make sense? So your challenge for day 6 is to write down those 6 things. Your higher faculties. Write them down right now in the comment section. Perception, will, imagination, memory, intuition, and reason. And you say, how can I improve? Tap into, learn more about these 6 areas. Einstein said the most important thing is imagination, right? You want your kids to be smart, read them fairy tales. It's imagination. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow, by the way. And then under memory, here's challenge for today. I want you to go talk to your friends, your coworkers, your family members, and say, what do you remember about childhood? What do you remember about me? And what I would say is like, I need a ask. Everybody wants to give you an ask. If in my mastermind, we call it an ask. I want to, and you're like, I need an ask from you. What's the ask? And people are more likely to give you an ask if you frame it as an ask. I have an ask for you. What's that? Can you be honest with me? Can you tell me what was I like as a child? What do you remember? What was your impression when you first met me? Right? Oh, I always thought you were so funny. Like, really? In high school, I was so depressed and anxious. Like, oh no, you were always the life of the party. You were so much fun. Like, really? You thought that about me? Oh, I thought you were so cute. Like, really? I always had I have an underbite. I'm always conscious about my underbite. I'm always conscious. My eyebrows are reversed, Amari. I need help with my eyebrows. It always bugs me. Like, I have that fat Asian nose. You know, my little baby, I have an 8-month-old baby. I'm like, oh, she's got my little button Asian nose. But Mason has a skinny nose. But she was born with a little button nose. It can change. It can change. That's right. Got the fleece hoodie going. All right, Ash. One of my front desk girls. What was your first impression? I was a hot mess. I know I was. You don't have to. So that's your challenge for day 6. Write down those 6 higher faculties. Research, read about, watch YouTube videos, learn about how to improve those faculties, and then go ask your friends, coworkers, family members, what do you remember about my childhood? What was your first impression of me? You got it? And what you're gonna my nose is not little. What you would say is what you're gonna do is compare that to the thoughts in your head. Really? You know, I had a mentor of mine. I was struggling with a problem about whether or not to buy this ranch. I said, man, it's like, $2 million. I never raised that much money for it. I need your advice. And he said to me, he says, Doc, you have clearly forgotten about your 100% win rate. I said, what? He goes, bro, you do nothing but win. You get everything you ever want. You set your mind to it and you do it. I said, my brother, I love you. Thank you very much. That's all I needed to hear. Because I had forgotten about my 100% win rate. Does this make sense? And we need people to remind us. Love y'all very much. If you found value out of this, please like and subscribe. Hit the share button. Tell some friends about it. Today's day 6 of 31. You still have 3 more weeks of this shit. Love you very much. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.